G'day mate, and welcome back to Captain Industry with me, Jetty. Today's episode is going to be a different one. Big one. Full of big dump trucks making big ramps. Today, we are going to finally get to the last tech tree. We are finally going to get unlock our lab 4, providing this truck doesn't get entirely stuck. Oh my gosh. At the same time, as always, I need to thank you guys. I need to thank you guys for liking the videos. I need to thank you guys for the wonderful comments you've left on the last couple of videos. I also need to thank those that are clicking the subscribe button, those that I have badged in the last couple of episodes. Finally click subscribe, because we're in episode 52 of a Let's Play. You should have clicked subscribe by now, but that's okay. We've got more episodes to go. I can badge you a little bit more if I haven't convinced you to click the subscribe button yet. At the same time, lastly, I need to thank the wonderful Paul Young for becoming a YouTube member. I don't have to run mid-roll ads. I don't have to run mid-roll ads because nobody enjoys a mid-roll ad, especially during a Let's Play. So thank you, Paul, for becoming a YouTube member. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for choosing to drive this dump truck and making sure that we can keep dumping rock all throughout the game. Today, really, now is when you choose to get fuel. Now. All right, fine. Thank you, Paul, for becoming a wonderful YouTube member. Today's episode, we need to do something about the next level of science. Whilst we're here, we should talk about the copper mine that doesn't exist anymore. This is the original copper mine from the start of the game. And this is what we have left. Just these two little squares right here. I do want to mention very, very quickly that the game hates me. And although the bottom of the copper mine is around level 15, there was one little square right here that was at level 25 that I couldn't survive. I couldn't let survive. I couldn't deal with one little green dot buried at the bottom of the map. So it got removed. And meanwhile, these guys are digging out the rest of the stone and literally dumping it in the other side of the mine, or the dirt, or anything. Really, they're literally moving it from one side of the mine to the other until we've got the copper out. Okay, today, first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be upgrading the labs. Now, a long time ago, we got the research to get the research lab level 5, which requires level 4 science packs, lab equipment level 4. Really weird. But it means that we can now make these new lab equipment. Now, there's a couple of catches. First off, we need to make the new labs. Now, new labs require maintenance number 2, which we have. They also require teraflops. They require a lot of teraflops. A touch of uni, a whole bunch of people, and a whole bunch of power. And also, it provides access to more advanced technologies, blah, blah, blah. We've all read that before. It's not, none of that's changed, but what has changed is I don't have a lot of room. I really don't have a lot of room to get this built. So we need to put down an assembler to make the lab equipment. At the same time, I need to look at where we're going to move our labs. Now, I could upgrade these in situ, and it's something I should probably look at doing. But labs run on 4 sites, which means for the previous tier, I had 2 assemblers making 6 apiece to give me a total of 12, which would run 3 labs. And as you go up in science and up in the research tree, each level of research takes longer and longer to do. Now, I have a couple of options to do that, or to rectify that. If I put down one machine, let's just have one machine. One machine doing this one, I'm going to use the 12 packs, the 12 lab equipment 3 I'm currently making. I'm going to convert that into 6, which is enough to run 1.5 labs, which is a bit of a waste. My only other option is I could double every other science to have 2 machines, making a total of 12, to run 3 labs, which would be ideal. The catch is I'd have to get 2 of these in somehow, 2 of these in, 2 more of these somehow, 2 more of these somehow, and still have 3 labs. And the final 2 assemblers to do the final lab equipment level 4, and also get the labs in. Yeah, it's not going to happen. So for the meantime, what we're going to do in the meantime is we're actually going to remove all 3 of these labs. I know. We're also going to remove the giant belt full of science. I'm going to remove the belt full of science for a couple of reasons. One of them means that all that science goes off to the shipyard that I can never ever empty. In fact, at the moment it's full of food and other things because I keep doing things and upgrading things and removing things and deleting things, and yeah, it's full of food. And how much rubber was that? Or 2,000 rubber. Yeah, that's what happens when you build big belts and then delete them. Okay, so our plan is going to be, we're going to be putting one of these machines in right here. Here. And in the future, there is a possibility that I may upgrade these to assembly robotics. If there are robotic assemblers, they will run twice as fast. If they're running twice as fast, then I could leave these at assembly machine electric, and I could have my 12 lab equipment. That's a possibility. Whether it happens or not, I don't know. But it does mean that I need to plug 2 of these together to get in our lovely lab equipment, or get my lab equipment 3 to start making my lab equipment 4. The other thing I need is electronics 2. Now I have a problem with electronics 2, which we'll come back to, but I need to get that in here, which you would think would be fairly easy. It turns out it's really, really easy. It's just going to require a really, really special belt, which is okay, because we can get a matching special belt on this side. And that's going to be my solution. That is 100% going to be my solution. My other solution is, for the moment, I'm going to put a storage... Well, I don't technically have the second machine for right now. Yeah, as long as I don't technically have the machine for right now, we're going to put a storage in here, so I can store up the science packs. We're going to put a lab equipment 3 on that. I'm going to have an alert. Tell me if you're less than 25% full or full. With the plan of, and the plan is going to be a simple one, it is going to be, if we fill this up with us only having 2 labs, it means I will immediately unpause the second lab. When it gives me another alert saying it's 25% full, I will pause the second lab a second time. Pause the second lab. Okay. Oop. Toggle. And you've got one as well. Toggle. Cool. That removes those connectors. Alright, so that's going to be our plan. At the same time, well, I need to get you built. So let's get you built, you built. Do I want that belt? No, not just yet. Okay. Next thing I do want to do is I want to put a box here. In this box, I want to put all the lab equipment 3 that we've just collected by deconstructing things. And then I want to get a cursed belt into there. Which means the trucks can deposit all the lab equipment there, and we can promptly upgrade it to the next tier. And then that means I can build the labs, the good old labs, which need to go basically back exactly where the original ones were. Well, slightly to the left. And because they're slightly to the left, I can potentially fit a third one in if we double up the upgrades and everything else. I'd have to move the box, which we can move. I'd have to rearrange some belts, but we can do those sorts of things. With that done, you would have a belt that goes there to there to there and to there. And we can wait for you to get built. Yes. Now you have truck export on, which means in theory you can actually build up extra buffer inside the machine than more than you would normally. Really? Really? We had to go up and over? Oh, I don't want the lab. I want the belt. Much better. Okay. So what I want to do is I can't quick deliver it. No, because I don't have all the requirements. You know what? Okay, what we can do is we can build that, we can build that, we can build that. We can set you import, export off, and we can unpause you, because I can put in the construction parts, I can put in the glass. I can't put in the lab equipment because they're going to try and come into here to get lab equipment, although, boom! Alright, we're going to unpause that one then. Alright, so, first thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to find 12 teraflops worth of power. Or 12 teraflops worth of computing power. Alright, to do that, first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about the little build that could. The little build that could has been cooding. We have a whole bunch of microchips. In fact, we have been doing all right in the microchips department. We have been bringing our microchips over here, and we've been adding them to some electronics 2 to make some electronics 3, which we've been shoving to this box, which we've then been putting through this box to make servers. Which means, if we zoom in real close, we can see that the official server of Captain Ministry has blue markings on it, which to me makes it look like a Dell, honestly. And more importantly, oh, hang on, let's zoom in. Keeps the hard drives and the motherboard on the outside of the chassis. Not on the inside, on the outside. Also, Electronics 3, to me that looks like a Chinese box, like a Chinese delivery box, you know, fast food. Yeah. That just two important things I thought you should know. But it does mean that we have 360 servers. So having some more teraflops, not too hard to do. We just need to pop over here and go... We're using 11.7 water at half full. So if I fill you all the right way up, you should use 24 water, probably that whole cooling tower. Or maybe just a little bit less. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4... And now it says 16. If you hold down shift, it still goes up 1s and 2s. Okay, so we now have a new lab. A new lab that doesn't have science yet, because we're waiting on the 20 packs to build that one. With that one now built, we can do that. Oh, actually, we want to pause that lab. Yeah, we don't want to run the second lab. And just importantly, we can look at how the shiny labs are. So the shiny labs now have a telescope on top. For reasons. Okay, which means we can put the purple science packs into... no, I guess you can flow through. Yeah, I guess you can flow through. Alright, which means... no, we're still burning off the excess. Alright, it means we're going to go in the tech tree, and we're going to find some technology I want to do. So the first technology, the most important to me right now, is actually the Cargo Depot 8. The reason that is the most important to me is it means hopefully I can get some of my cargo ships back. Prime example is the Glass for Coal contract. I currently have 3 ships doing that, and technically the 3rd ship I can't actually support fully. We've sort of maxed out our glass. Good news is coal's finally doing all right. Now, my best option would be is if I could upgrade this shipyard and this shipyard and have 2 more modules, then in theory, by a very real possibility, I could remove this shipyard entirely from this contract, which means I get a free ship, basically. So that is the most important to me research-wise right now. The second most important to me is obviously vehicle management, because I am always extremely busy or idle. There is never a state in between. It's either stable or busy. The next most important to me is actually Medical Supplies 3, because Medical Supplies 3 is going to finally let me start brushing people's teeth with the hydrogen fluoride, because now it's medical equipment, so it's important that you brush your teeth. Okay. At the same time, we've already got all the food area and everything else set up for this. I've already overbuilt all Medical 1 and Medical 2. It'll give us some bonus unity, it'll give us some more health, all those sorts of things. So, you know, I want to get Medical Supplies 3 done next on my list. Next one is actually going to be the ship engine and the ship weapons, which means we can send Shippy out to say hi to people, and people can go away. Finally, CO2 recycling. The reason we're going to have CO2 recycling is we can turn some of the carbon dioxide we're currently spewing in the atmosphere into graphite. Now, I know I could recycle CO2 in other ways. We'll probably do that in the next couple of episodes, but I wouldn't mind some graphite. If I can get some graphite, I can start running the Arc Furnace 2s. Now, the Arc Furnace 2s are way better than the Arc Furnace 1s for 2 very important reasons. One, they don't use coal. If they don't use coal, that's going to solve so many of my problems. So I'd love to get these. Now, the catch is they need computing power and a whole bunch of power. So I need to start planning ahead for a whole bunch of power. So that would be my next research. Then, of course, we'll probably get some microchips, because we're probably going to, if we're going to start making these, we're probably going to need a whole lot more microchips, which means we're probably going to want a whole bunch of robotic assemblers, which probably means I want some better solar panels. I definitely want some consumer electronics to have some more uni for the people, and then means we're going to finally finish out the game with a rocket launch. And that is our next 12 researchers, which, as you can see by the speed of Cargo Depot rolling along, it's going to take a while. It's going to take a long while. Okay, that is done, which means you go away, and we get to unpause building, and building. Let's up your priority to a 12. Let's up you to a 12. You're also set low. And you're set low, because science is now way more important to me than it once was. I don't want science to stop. So that's going to be our step number 1 plan. Actually, we might pause that one and resume that one. Yeah, that way they can stack up on the belt and in this machine. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. All right, actually, I don't think you absorb science packs anymore when you're paused. I think that was one of the updates. All right, so that's going to be our plan for that. Now, yes, what can't you reach? He rode up the hill. He rode up the hill. Move over here. All right, electronics. Electronics. We need to talk about electronics really quickly. Electronics. I have already boosted electronics. We have fixed copper by adding another copper smelter. What is your issue? Off? You're a dump truck. What the hell are you trying to go to a lab for? All right, whatever. I can't keep you uni boosted. No. All right. We've added another copper smelter, which means our copper is solved. It also means our electronics are solved. The catch is our electronics too are not solved. I have added an extra machine making PCBs, which means I could add an extra 2 machines making electronics too. We still don't have enough of them. Now, something that I found out by looking at the tech tree and finishing off, selecting the last of the research, is our solar cells don't get upgraded to the other solar cells. I thought it would be an upgrade. So technically this is pretty much useless to me. We have 2,000 cells in storage, and I'm very, very much considering adding one more. Well, I'm probably going to add one more PCB machine, remove 3 of these, add 2 more electronics 2 machines, and then somehow get those electronics over and into here. The other option is, and it's one I'm very, very much considering, is if I take this out to a full row of PCBs, it means I could support a whole nother row of electronics. Which means when you come back for the next episode, there is a chance that all of this has been moved up, and we have a whole row of PCBs up here with a double row of electronics too, with no more solar cells entirely. You are done. Excellent. We're going to just hit delete on that tower. We're going to go uni. We're going to assign you guys here really quickly, and the other trucks can find something to do. And that means copper is done. Cool. Copper is done. We might also notice there's a fairly large copper storage over here. All right, so that solves that problem. Copper is now done. It also means that I now have potentially all this room to start building after it's been filled in, which could take a minute or two. Actually, can I have one of them back? Oh. There's 5 unassigned. Oh, I held down shift. Okay, I just want 1 and 2 and build. Because I want to start mining gold again. We haven't actually been mining gold for quite some time. Just remove the whole hill, please. Thank you. And you're assigned to go to there, and there. And also there, and there, in case you find iron. All right. So yes, we're going to start mining gold again. That seems fairly important. Electronics too is a problem. It's a problem that I need to sort. Technically, we're making more than we're using. Just. And a lot of that comes down to, as we get more people, we're going to want more household appliances. Eventually, things might tilt in the opposite direction. Okay, next thing we want to talk about is... the second plan for today's episode. Second plan for today's episode is these guys. These guys, a long time ago, we set up the food. We set up plenty of food. Plenty of food. And I said at the time that I really wanted to set up food packs. And the reason I want to set up food packs is... in the food packs under contracts, we have level 6. We have the option of trading food for uranium ore. I would love more uranium. As we can see, our power requirements are going to go up with the extra labs, the extra robotic assemblers, the extra microchip machines. Everything is increasing our power demands, which means I'd really want another nuclear reactor. I could try and carpet the island with solar cells, but I'm pretty much carpeting the island with assemblers instead. So nuclear is the way to go. Now, the best way to do that is obviously trade food packs for uranium ore. I could mine it out of the ground faster on the world map by giving this a quick love tap with the upgrade and make it go faster. But I would really actually prefer to stop mining things from the world map and be completely self-sufficient. So, wrong button, I want that button. So what I want to do is I want to set up this contract, which means I need to have you have upgraded at least once. Which means, back on the world map, I need to go chat to that settlement. That's the settlement full of uranium, which if I give it gold, will give me even more uranium ore. We could go with vehicle parts for uranium, or we go with food packs. Six is one. Whoa, that's an 8. 6 is one we're looking at. I have lots of gold. Gold is really easy to do. By the same token, gold is a finite resource. So we're going to send Shippy over here to deliver these construction parts. With that done, we can open this contract. Obviously, if I want to do the other ones, I need to do more upgrades or more reputation upgrades. But at the same time, I think we'll leave that for later. Now, to do food packs, I need to put in eggs or meat plus bread and snacks. So on our lovely food belts right here, it was sort of always intended that I could delete you two plus you two plus you two, and we could go into transportation, grab a flat balancer and put a balancer with a balancer with a balancer with a balancer. And after doing that, we have a priority out, priority out, priority out. With a priority out, we could have another one right here because it's important you get 2. We could bring out our bread and plug you straight into let's go with that height, and then bring out our snacks on whatever speed belt that is. Bring that to there and bring that to there. And then as for the last item, which is either meat or bread, we're actually going to plug both through a balancer with the idea of, at the end of the day, we could use either meat or bread. So I don't really care which one we use. And then what I need to do is I need to take these assemblers and plug them like that. With that done and all the excess belts removed, I should have an autosave. I should be able to plug that in there. Okay, with that done, we should be able to do this and start making food packs. Now, this will get me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 assemblers. 5 assemblers. Making 12 food packs will give me 60 food packs. 60 food packs per month. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's a good start. The catch is to do this particular contract, which we can now establish. Do we have enough fuel to go visit you? No. 600. Oh, 990. No. Alright, just pop home real quick. What's your combat score? 990. Yeah, we're not visiting you either. Alright, the catch is, where were we? 192. Okay, so if I have 192 uranium, and it takes me 6 months to complete the contract, I would get back 32 uranium ore. Now, for every 12 uranium ore, I could run 1 reactor, which means I could run 2.67 reactors. So I could run 2 reactors at full speed and 1 reactor at 2/3 speed, which would be all right. That'd be a start. That'd be a start for my food packs. If I can manage to complete the contract in 5 months rather than 6, I could run 3.2 reactors. That suits me better. I really need a 3rd reactor. I've got 2, I'd like a 3rd. My catch is, to do that, I would need to have 720 food packs. 720 food packs, yep. Over 5 months is 144 food packs. With 12 per assembler means I need 12 assemblers, which is a lot of assemblers. It's a lot of assemblers to make a lot of food packs. It's also a lot of food. It is going to be a lot of eggs. It's a lot of meat. It's a lot of bread. Bread's pretty easy to make. The catch is, bread comes from wheat. Here we are, wheat. And excess wheat comes over here and goes to the great chicken farms, which make the meat and the eggs. So I'm going to build this out. I don't think we can actually feed it currently. I do think if we do a whole bunch of upgrades to our farms, we can probably afford to feed this. But out of the box, I don't think we can. So many upgrades. One thing I'd really love out of the devs, like the devs are doing a wonderful job. I would really love an upgrade planner. People have suggested about a button to make the belts toggle in direction. I don't need a button that makes the belts toggle in direction. I need an upgrade planner. I need to be able to. I don't need a Dyson Sphere upgrade planner or a Factorio Dyson. Factorio Dyson. I don't need a Dyson Sphere upgrade planner or a Factorio upgrade planner where I can just click and drag whole areas. I'm happy with a tool like one of these tools where I can just click on each individual belt just to mark it for upgrade and downgrade. Please downgrade. The amount of times I've accidentally upgraded something to a tier 3 belt and I only need a tier 2 or a tier 1, yeah. Or I've just selected a belt nearby and I've hit copy and it happens to be tier 3 and I didn't need T3, or I've pressed the T button and just connected and it's used T3 and I needed T1. Yeah. All right, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I need 12 of these guys. So we're going to build this out. Now, after it's built out, I have a worker problem, which we will fix in a second. I am going to pause half of it because I want to scale up slowly. I do not want to stretch. Oh, that's half. I don't want to stretch our farms too much too quickly. I want to really pace ourselves. As for people, we are going to obviously unpause you and unpause you so that people can keep growing. Also, now Shippy's back. No, we're not going to send Shippy out. We'll just unload the crew right now. That's fine. All right, so this was going to give us food packs. Now, food packs I now need to ship across the map. Actually, food packs, before I ship it across the map, we need, you make 48. So that's like 100, 200. And it is 18, 144. So about 200 food, 200 snacks. And how many snacks are we eating? We are eating 100. Okay. I thought that might be the case. All right. So I want to copy. No. Never copy one on the end. Always copy one in the middle. All right. Okay. I want to put you there and you there. And we will build that one. And unpause that. All right. That should get more food packs out. What did I say? 100, 200. That's now 300. Oh, great. Upgrade. Go. Upgrade. Go. Upgrade. Go. See what I mean about an upgrade planner? Okay, so that should give us more food packs. It now looks like, yeah, 200 belt, 200 belt, 200 belt, 60 belt. Upgrade. Upgrade. Which means you're going to be the same, you're going to need an upgrade, and you're going to need an upgrade. Okay. All right, so that should get us up and going there. I will mention very, very quickly, the devs did add a recipe to convert meat into meat trimmings so we can run our sausage production better. I need to add that. The catch is I need to do something weird with sausages because I want to move, do something weird with meat because I want to move meat over to... I probably need to put it here. I need to bring the meat, loop it back into this machine, which is weird because the meat's got to come into the back then, and then bring out the meat trimmings, but make sure I prioritize these meat trimmings because I can't have these machines back up and therefore not produce meat, and therefore this machine won't work. Does that sort of make sense? So I do need to do that in the future, but it's going to be a future JD problem. You are running, you're making 24 sausages. It's not quite enough. I'd obviously like more. If I can move the meat out faster, we'll make more sausages. So maybe that'll solve our problem. I don't know. But, okay, so with this done, I need to take my food packs and I need to ship them to the coastline. to then ship them off to get uranium ore. Now, logically, as we process uranium ore here, I should put the dock down here. The catch is I cannot, for the life of me, fit a dock down here. I have absolutely no dock space around the front of the coastline until we get around to here. And as for this side of the base, well, the mean red squares, those ones, represent the edge of the map. And as you can see, they are absolutely everywhere. The only place that they're not is technically up here beside the housing. Like, I'd have to remove some houses, but I could fit a dock here. We could take the food past all the housing and then bring the uranium back past the housing. Or I could put it potentially here if that didn't exist. I could definitely put it here where the trading dock is, by removing the trading dock, or we could put it here. We're going to actually put it right out here at the edge of the map, or the edge of this corner. Yeah, because the edge of the map's just over there. Yeah, so we're going to play popping this right here, which means I'm going to instantly build it because it takes forever to build. At the same time, we need to get you a fluid storage with a little pipe to go A to B, diesel, and we can build that. All right, so I need to get my food packs over there, and it also means I will have to run a uranium belt all the way down the map to uranium processing. Also, as I need another nuclear reactor, copy, which is going to be about that big. Ignore the orientation. I need to clear out this particular belt. Hence why this belt's been rerouted. Iron is now being dug out down here. Stop it. Double stop it. They're literally dumping material to then dig it back up. You idiots. Yes, I have rearranged the entrance here because I need to rearrange these belts to make sure that we have room to put in another nuclear reactor here. What is... Oh, it's your problem. That's still not filled in. Damn. Okay. We're going to set you guys up to start digging this. These guys have an important job, and that is... I want them... Cancel. More cancel. More cancel. We're never going to get the food packs done. I want them to fill in flat. I want them to fill in around here. Their important job is... we have a whole bunch of sand here. And in fact, well, we can see that the sand definitely continues under the water. I want to get rid of all the sand. The best way to do that is, well, dig it up. The best way to dig up sand that is in contact with the sea is make sure it's not in contact with the sea anymore. Because if I bring up this overlay, we can see the sand magically stops at the coastline, even though we can see that it goes underneath the coastline and into the sea. So what these guys' job is to dig up material right here. Hopefully, I'm going to do this by import off, cancel, and you are... No, there we go. Rock. Cool. Their job is to dig up rock and dump it hopefully right here. Hopefully. Really? Okay. Remove, and remove. Cool. And we will assign you to do the dirt one, which is that one, I want to say. It is. All right. So with some advanced logistics set up, they'll dump dirt here, and rock they should dump inside their own dumping zone, which is like all the way over here. You are import off. You are set to empty. You are set to empty. Cool. That should solve that problem. And yes, they should dump. Hey, there we go. There we go. Click on you. Yep, you're assigned to that town. So they're going to be dumping out here. I want to come out here and I want to dig up all this sand, rather than having it fall over the cliffs. All right. So really more sidetracks. Okay. All right. You're full of spent fuel, are you? Great. Turn off the alert. All right. I need to unpause you. I need to, well, cool. And now pause you. All right, spent fuel. Spent fuel, this has been planned for a while. What we need to do is we need to have a connector. So let's just make up a connector real quick. Same time, it is the port on the right I want. Unity, please. I just need a connector. Come on. Cool. I want to put that connector right there. Can you just pause for a second? Alright, with that connector done, we're going to unpause that belt. We're going to toggle the direction on that belt and just delete all that really quickly. Cool. That'll flow all the uranium waste into there. And then, we'll delete you two and uni you away. And connector will disappear, and all our radioactive waste now goes into that one instead, which needs an alert, notify me if 75% full, and we are done. And this one just becomes permanently sitting here for the rest of time, just keeping us safe, making sure that we realize that we did the bad things with nuclear reactors. Speaking of nuclear reactors, what I'm trying to set up is these guys. I want to take this, our lovely food packs. I'm going to take them to the back of the map. Okay, so we're going to come this way and this, no, this way and this way. And then I want to come above eggs, because I'm pretty confident that the egg belt's not going to change. I'm not going to go near the sausages or the meat belt. I will play with my meat probably off camera, because you know we've had a good amount of me playing with my meat with you guys publicly watching for quite some time now. I think this one I'll just do in private, and I'm going to stop right here because no, we can probably continue. Let's go here. So this is a little diesel production from our fuel gas, plus from no, can I come to there? To that top. Okay, remove and you know what? Let's just get that belt started. Where's the other half of the belt? There, I bet. Yeah, okay. This is a little fuel gas build. This is a little diesel build from our fuel gas, also from our excess cooking oil, which we have a ship that we're trying to build, which likes diesel. So what we're going to do is grab a skinny pipe and bring it up, and we're going to run it with our food packs to here, to here, past the slightly small limestone storage, and you can just hang out there for a minute. We'll grab another bridge and throw it there. My bad. Okay. Does it matter? Nah, I guess it doesn't matter. Alright, I want to run the belt. Oh. Yeah, I normally like putting the belts on the bottom. And then the pipes on top, because the pipes are more flexible. We're going to bring this belt to just here for a moment. Here for a moment. Cool. Let's just put a connector on it. Cool. Then I can build that half, and at least it'll start flowing. All right. Shipyard is going to need one of these things. It's going to need one of these things. All right. With that done, I need to set this up. So we are going to do unit module 1, 2, 3, 4, and then loose module 1, 2. Reason I know it's 2 and 4 is contracts. It is now established. It's 192 uranium ore. It is 180 per cargo slot, unless you're talking about a fluid. Fluids are 220, which means at 192, that is 2 loose storages, and that means there's probably a good chance everything else is unit storage. Now, because food is, well, seasonal, yeah, I made that joke, we are going to put storage directly attached to this. I'm going to be playing it a little bit safe when it comes to this one because, one, it's going to probably take a lot of production to get the sort of throughput we're going to need. Hello? Flat balancer? Oh, that's a U-shape. Flat. There we go. It's probably going to take a... All right, let's try that again. A lot of production to get the... A lot of farms. A lot of farming to get the production we need to complete this contract. On top of that, there is a very, very good chance that I want that tile. There's a very, very good chance that I'm going to have to slowly build up to being able to complete this contract within a reasonable amount of time. Also, there's a very real chance that it might be a couple of months before I get the belts built all the way across the map to run back the uranium. Crap. Double crap. Okay. I can't put a bridge in. Alright, so I want to, unfortunately, remove the belt I just built, and probably that section as well. We can remove that. We're going to delete all that. Oh no, you are being built. Okay, we're going to bring you down to ground level and then under the belt that we were building and stop right there. Cool. And as for the pipe, we're going to do pretty much the same with the... no, pipe can go this way. Yes. Because it needs to go into here. We're going to definitely build the two of those. I want a buildings for vehicles, a vehicle ramp small. We're going to drop that right there. And I should be able to plug that into there. Okay, so that should give us storage. Also, we're going to be unloading 192 uranium per trip, which is not a lot. Which means I'm going to be putting a U-shaped balancer here with a storage. I'd really like to put in a big storage. I really, really would. But it's going to be so little that it really doesn't merit it. So we're going to put in 2 little storages. And then I'm going to put a belt here, a belt here, a belt here, and a belt here. That way it'll be all balanced. And you're already out, which means toggle direction and toggle direction. You only got 2 ins and 2 outs. Perfect. Which means I want to build that. Okay. Where is my food? My food is on its way. Excellent. Oops, build that. Where's my diesel? My diesel is also on its way. Excellent. We're going to set you to import off and off. We're going to set you to off. We're going to come back to our balancer. Buried. Nope, wrong one. Buried in there. You're already out to that. Yeah, that seems reasonable. So that's the fuel gas, and then this is the cooking oil plus ethanol excess into diesel, which seems like a good thing to just move it off to that ship. All right, so those are done. Those are done. You're up and running. We are making food packs, which means we have definitely put some sort of stress on the food system. We're probably going to be producing less food for chickens than we used to. So I have prepared by building that, which didn't need that built because that was a bad copy and paste, but it does need that toggled. I've got a couple more farms put in. These are going to be doing let me guess, not enough construction parts. Yeah, these are all doing wheat and corn. Main reason we're doing wheat and corn is I need that belt desperately. They are the most effective when it comes to making animal feed. I don't think those belts were going to work. Okay, you can get removed, and you can get removed, and you're cheap, and you're cheap. All things considered, I'm going to remove that. Move that. I need to come up. Yeah. And then inner tile. Oh. Yeah, that looks like it lines up. Okay. And same with you. Oop. Feel how slow the game is with the scaffolding? Oh, gosh. Okay. Nope. Yes. Okay. Unity. And turn around, don't look at it. Okay. Shat Cat. What's wrong with Shat Cat? Shat Cat is trying to deliver rubber to that. Speaking of rubber, didn't you have like 3,000 rubber? We're down to 600. Okay. I do need to have a way to get rubber back into this system, which is gonna look something like that, I think. No, I can't fit there. Alright, we're going to go there then. We're going to toggle the direction of that. And we're going to plug you in there. Alright. Build, build, build. Build. Cool. That'll at least let me deposit extra rubber out of the shipyard into the belt system, because this box is always full, as it should be. Shack Cat, I don't have an answer for. Low amount of recyclables means I can pause that guy. We're not quite at the stage of running 2 of them still. And science. Curiosity, we have 45 packs, and we are halfway through Cargo Depot. We are also completely out of time for this episode. Obviously, I need a touch of Unity to make that belt. I need a touch of science packs. I need to... No, you are paused. Oh. Is that pipe being built? Oh, you are being built. Okay. You're paused. Unpause you. Okay, so it's just one belt. It's just one belt. Alright, I will build the one belt off... You're done? It's that one belt. Oh, it's paused. Unpaused. There we go. Alright, I will build that one belt off air. We also need to upgrade that and that. More construction parts. But yes, we also I need to run this belt all the way across the map after I build these guys, which I'll do after we actually have a decent amount of food packs. All right, I will see you guys in the next episode. We now have food packs. We now have a possibility of getting uranium ore from food packs. We also have the next level of research and a lot of research to do, and it's going to take a very, very long time, which means next episode, hopefully I've done some major base renovations, probably fixed our electronics, probably hopefully filled in the copper hole so we can build some things, and also maybe, never know, maybe we'll have filled in part of this. But I am definitely going to be leaving this episode here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the very next episode. All right, bye.